Good evening, Husky Nation. This is your long-awaited volleyball preview for the 2020 season. Just a quick recap. Last year, the Huskies went 21-15 in the 2019 season, which included a trip to the Sodak 16, where the Huskies notched their biggest win of the season at Pierre T.F. Riggs High School. The Huskies defeated the number 3 seed Hill City Rangers in 5 sets, and that was the only match in the entire Sodak 16 that went the full distance of 5 sets. Now, during the regular season last year, the Huskies were 0-1 in matches that went 5 sets, with their lone loss being to the Beersford Watchdogs 13-25, 22-25, 25-22, 25-12, and 13-15. And that was back on September 24th in Beersford. However, the Huskies did notch big wins over the Watchdogs, though in Tyndall on September 21st, and then again in the Region 4A playoffs on November 7th, which punched their ticket to the Sodak 16 with a 4-set win. Now, the Huskies and the Watchdogs played 3 times during the season, and the Huskies came out 2-1 from that. Now, this year, the Huskies did lose 7 seniors from the 2019 squad, including Caitlin Kitka, Kira Fennell, Lily Kempf, Riley Donnelly, Gracie Holmes, Carly Corder, and Kenna Curry. So that's going to leave some big holes to fill for head coach Aaron Ellinger, and so it's going to be interesting to see how the underclassmen from last year step up. Now, they will return a good core of players, including Addison Stabe, who is a senior this year, Maddie Hammett, who is a junior, Sophia Giorgio, a sophomore, Nicole Wright, a junior, Alyssa Kitka, a sophomore, who did see a lot of playing time there towards the end of the season, Mackenzie Stone, who is a senior, and Sophie Johnson, who is also a senior. So the Huskies are going to have 3 seniors and 2 juniors leading head coach Aaron Ellinger's 2020 squad as they look to make a return trip to the state championships, where they came in 7th last year. Now, this year, the state championships will be played up at the Watertown Civic Arena in Watertown, South Dakota. So that is the ultimate goal, is the Huskies to get that. Now, back in 2019, the Huskies played 11 of their 17 single and dual matches against teams that ended their seasons with losing records. Now, this could actually really bode well for the Huskies this year, as many of these teams were in the DAC-12, and they will face the Huskies as opponents once again this year. Now, the DAC-12 is comprised of Canastota, Dakota Valley, Dell Rapids, Lenox, Madison, Sioux Falls Christian, T-Area, Tri-Valley, Vermilion, West Central, and of course, your Huskies. Now, this year, the Huskies are going to have 3 different interstate matchups as part of their 2020 schedule. The teams that they're going to be facing include the Sioux City West Wolverines, the West Sioux Falcons, and the South Sioux City Cardinals. Now, the Huskies open their 2020 campaign on the road as they make the short trip down I-29 to take on the Wolverines of Sioux City West. In their meeting last year, the Huskies downed the Wolverines in 3 sets, 26-24, 25-7, and 25-11 in their meeting at Elk Point Jefferson to open up the season. Sioux City West ended their 2019 season with a record of 6-30 in Iowa. The Huskies and the West Sioux Falcons will face off with each other as a part of a triangular match, including the Alcester Hudson Cubs on September 24th at EPJ. The Falcons ended last season with a record of 13-7, while the Cubs had a final record of 12-20 in 2019. Now, the Huskies and the Falcons did not meet last year, so it's going to be interesting to see how that matchup is going to go so early in the season. Last year, the Huskies were able to defeat Class B Alcester Hudson in both of their matchups in classic tournaments back on September 21st and September 26th. Finally, the last interstate matchup the Huskies are going to have is going to be against the Sioux City Cardinals, and they will play on October 12th at Elk Point Jefferson. Last season, the Huskies defeated the Cardinals in South Sioux City in 4 sets, winning 25-14, 25-15, 20-25, and 25-13. Now, the beginning of last year's season went really, really well for Aaron Ellinger's squad, as the Huskies amassed that 11-1 record to open the season. Their lone loss, which the Huskies suffered during that span, was to the eventual runners-up Dakota Valley. Dakota Valley took 2nd place in the state championships behind DAC-12 foe Sioux Falls Christian, who were the 2019 Class A volleyball champions. The Huskies are going to began their season last year with wins over Lenox, Beersford, Parkston, and Avon, all teams which ended their seasons with winning records at the end of the year. Some matchups I'm looking forward to this year are going to include the dates with Dakota Valley, Beersford, Sioux Falls Christian, and Vermilion, just to name a few. Now the Huskies are going to take on Dakota Valley early in the season on September 3rd. So we're going to see if those early season jitters are going to be gone by the time that matchup comes up, as the Huskies start out the season in August 17th. And then a couple of weeks later, the Watchdogs are going to come to the Elk Point Jefferson Gym on September 22nd. So that's going to be another matchup that we're going to really want to watch, because the Huskies defeated the Watchdogs in 4 sets last year to go to the Sodak 16. Sioux Falls Christian comes to Elk Point this year on October 1st, and the Huskies will travel a few miles up I-29 to take on the Tanagers on October 27th, as their march to the state championship will begin with the Region 4A tournament on November 3rd. So Vermilion is the last regular season match again for the Huskies. So again, we are looking forward to bringing you Husky volleyball both home and away this season. We hope that you'll be able to join us for all of our broadcasts of Husky athletics. Remember to like the Husky Report on Facebook. Follow me at EPJ Husky PXP on Twitter. And then you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got everything there. It is the Husky Report on YouTube as well. So I'm Mark Krebs, your voice of the Huskies all year long. We're looking forward to another season. I will have a football preview coming up here later on this month. But until then, enjoy the rest of your summer and go Huskies.